Once you eat at the Cascadoo, in Trini you must remain. Cause no matter how far you fly, once you taste it, baby, right here you return to die. Since 62, summer head to greener pastures. In the Big Apple, they want a bite. Though for 50 years, we could have gone faster. To build a nation, we have to fight and fight. I love my country. I shall put it away before party, just like Harvey Forrest. Oh no. And I love Trinbago, not Trini to the bone, but the marrow. So when them stormy dark clouds want to threaten white, black and red, tell them tread. Until we get real serious, remove the drugs and all them coke heads. You see me, I want to see Trinbago moving ahead. I agree, we are still a paradise, built byways to highways, but progress came with a price. Although we excel in culture and sports, along the east-west corridor, our youths they pack up courts. Tell me, what is this great fatal attraction? This love affair that they have with crime. Now one by one they fall a daily extraction. We've got to save our youths while they're in their prime. Teach them to sing.
This is
Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for your continued grace and blessings. Lord, today I ask for clarity that only you can bring. When everything feels noisy, confusing, and overwhelming, your peace is what I seek. Lord, be my center in the midst of the storm. When my mind is consumed with worry and doubt, lead me to your still waters. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
We, the people. The people want hope, opportunities, security, and respect. The people want justice. The people want the truth. I want the truth.
Looking for that perfect accommodation? Well, come to Caribbean Tourist Villa, located at number 7 Methuen Street, Port of Spain. All our rooms are equipped with AC, internet, and access to our lovely pool. Whether you're looking for a personal getaway or family accommodations, Caribbean Tourist Villa is exactly the place to be. Enjoy the ambience of staycation, luxurious rooms, and a well-trained staff. Call us now at 623-9164, 797-2858, or contact us at CaribbeanTouristVilla@gmail.com. Caribbean Tourist Villa, where your magical moments begin.
Welcome to the Big Mike Wellness Center, where your health and wellness is our top priority. We offer services that give you an in-depth understanding of exactly what your body may be going through. Our specialists are dedicated to guide you step by step on your journey to proper health. You can book an appointment via the link in our Instagram bio at bigmike.wellnesscenter or call or WhatsApp us at 346-2612 or 288-8301.
Looking for the perfect place to call home? Discover Hermosa Vista, East Trinidad's newest luxury townhouse development. Developed by Eastern Credit Union and meticulously managed by EPL Properties Limited, this remarkable new commercial and residential community, located along San Pedro Trace in Valencia, offers the perfect blend of convenience and style. Don't miss out on owning your dream home. Visit EPLPropertiesLimited.com or call 225-43 0375 extension 5324 or 5321 today. Hermosa Vista, where luxury meets convenience.
Eastern Credit Union, leading the way.
Welcome to Alicia's Palace, your gateway to relaxation, adventure, and excitement. Nestled in the picturesque Lady Chancellor Hills overlooking Port of Spain, we cater to both tourists and locals seeking an unforgettable staycation experience. Our rooms are designed to provide the utmost comfort, ensuring you have a restful and rejuvenating stay. Pamper yourself in our jacuzzi room or enjoy fun-filled moments in our 2 outdoor pools. You can unwind in our bar and lounge or embark on thrilling island tours and experiences. Planning a wedding or special function, our 300-capacity event facility is the ideal choice to create lasting memories with your loved ones. You can also choose from exciting packages like single-day and overnight packages with your special someone. To book your tropical escape, call us at 624-8553 or WhatsApp 3173843. You can also email us at info@aliciaspalace.com or visit our website at aliciaspalace.com for more details.
New Day Alert, the voice of the people with heart.
From now until May 31st, double the deals and double the possibilities with Eastern Credit Union's Dream Deals.
Fuel your future with dream deals. Borrow smart, dream bigger. Feel that freedom. Renovations, education, clear debts. Start investing. Double deal combos on your vision. No stressing. Fuel your future with dream deals. Borrow smart, dream bigger.
Get a loan for repairs, education, or both. You can win cash and shares. Dream Deals from Eastern Credit Union, leading the way. Loan subject to approval. Normal lending criteria and special conditions apply. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
The Voice of the People with Harvey R. Boris is now on every first and third Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. right after the afternoon drive. Tune in as he discusses current affairs and more. Do you want the truth? Can you handle the truth? I love my country. The Voice of the People. Now, every first and third Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. only on I-95.5 FM.
We, the people want hope, opportunities, security, and respect. The people want justice. The people want the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Hear the truth with Ombudsman Harvey R. Boris, the voice of truth. Can you handle the truth?
I love my country.
Welcome, Trinidad and Tobago. This is your program, the People's Program. The program that's for the people, by the people, and of course the program that's with the people. Welcome one and all to today's program. I want to say, let's start with the great words. At the count of 3, wherever you are, say it with me. Are you ready, TNT? 1, 2, 3. I love my country, Trinidad and Tobago. The red, the white, and of course, the black. 2 islands, 1 country. 2 major race, 1 people. 2 pan stick, 1 steel pan. 2 barra, 1 doubles. I love my country. I love all the people of my country. I wish we could come together as one and truly celebrate each other. Put aside race, put aside religion, put aside political affiliation. Just see us as people and love each other, respect one another. That's what I'm fighting for. Love of country. It means love of the people of the country. And if you love your country, love the community. If you love your community, you must love your street. I love my street. What street are you on? Do something special on the street. Paint your wall. Buy an air horn. Encourage neighbors to do the same. Be your neighbor's keeper. Listen, form a community watch group. Do something positive in your community. Yes, do something positive in your community to improve your community, because it's about all of us making sure that we have a better place in this country. It is about all of us doing better and better and better. Yes, I truly love my street. And if you love your street and you're doing good, and you're fixing up your wall, and you're patching a little thing here and a little thing there, don't wait on the government to do everything. We must do as much as we can to make this country better and better and better. And after all is said and done, and you look around, look at that big tree you have there. Look at that big tree hanging over the neighbor wall. Listen, stop it. Stop it. Don't be like that. Listen, call Kevin. Call Kevin. He coming. Kevin Tree Cutting and Trimming Services Limited. Call Kevin. I'm telling you, call Kevin. Look at the number on the screen. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. I mean, neighbor, listen, neighbor, take it and cry to your neighbor next door who tree hanging over your yard. Cry for them. Say, call Kevin. Take his number down and tell him, call Kevin or Biznat. Or call Kevin. You see? 283-0308. That's 283-0308. Call Kevin. Yes, call Kevin. Kevin. 283-0308. Take the number down. Put it on your phone. Write it down. Call them now. Call them while I'm talking to you. But just call Kevin and make sure you have the information where you can go from strength to strength and ensure your place is better, cleaner, and nicer. And after everything is said and done, take the time now. After you call Kevin and he come, reasonable price, you want the thing move away, he provides transport also. Yes, he provides transport also. He moving everything he cut. If you just want, you have some stuff in your yard, you want it moved, call Kevin. Forget the tree. Forget the tree. If you have no tree to cut, he also come in and move whatever in your yard you want to move. Reasonable price. Call Kevin. Hard working and doing the job. Call Kevin. Take the number down. Look at the number on the screen. Are you ready? 283-0308. That's 283-0308. Call Kevin. Call Kevin now. Call him. Don't be a nuisance in the community. Don't hear tree over people's place. No, you have a big property there, them big macro tree. You want to cut down. You're going to put down a property. You're going to build a house. You want the land cut. You want the trees cut. Call Kevin. 283-0308. He's working anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago. Call Kevin. All right? People, call Kevin. Right? And after all is said and done, come to this wonderful place. Promise me. I want you all to promise me that you will come and support and enjoy this beautiful place they call Caribbean Tourist Villa in the Woodbrook area. Caribbean Tourist Villa is really the people's choice. Come and stay at the wonderful Caribbean Tourist Villa and make Caribbean Tourist Villa your home away from home. Caribbean Tourist Villa. Call them. You wouldn't regret it. You would love it. The location is superb. You can literally walk to everything. And of course, they have eating place, restaurant, this, that, the other, all around, because they're in Woodbrook, nearby Arapita Avenue. Caribbean Tourist Villa. Call them, 623-9164-797-2858. Did I say it fast enough or slow enough? Let me say it better for you. 623-9164. Take the number down. 623-9164, 627-5423. That's 627-5423. Or WhatsApp on 797-2858. That's 797-2858. For Caribbean Tourist Villa, make it your home away from home. Staying for a week, pay only 6 days. You have a day free. Staying for a month, pay for 3 weeks. You have a whole week free. And of course, there's monthly rental, inexpensive, at Caribbean Tourist Villa. Caribbean Tourist Villa, Make it your home away from home. Come and stay at the beautiful Caribbean Tourist Villa in the Woodbrook area. Make it your home away from home. So all church groups, come and stay at Caribbean Tourist Villa. All sports groups, Caribbean Tourist Villa. All groups, Caribbean Tourist Villa. Yeah, all people come from Grenada, St. Vincent, Antigua, Barbuda, south, north, east, west, all over. Come and stay at the wonderful Caribbean Tourist Villa and make it your home away from home. Remember, they have day pass, $300 and less, day pass. Come in, day pass. From 10 in the morning to 6 in the evening, day pass. Only $300. And you come for both persons, 2 for $300 day pass. 2. So it's $150 a person. $150 a person. Call them now. $150 a person. Day pass. Caribbean Tourist Villa. Come, enjoy the pool, come out to the sun, enjoy the pool. Yes, at Caribbean Tourist Villa. Call them 623-9164, 797-2858, or WhatsApp on. Well, that's the number. And you can call the manager. Call the manager also. Call the manager on this number, 271-8435. Call the manager, 271-8435, and get bigger discount, 271-8435. Caribbean Tourist Villa. Make it your home away from home. Well done. Wonderful indeed. Caribbean Tourist Villa, truly leading the way and having a good say at the beautiful, the ever loved Caribbean Tourist Villa. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something I had to talk about. Oh, yesterday I got on to a lot of the pensioners who called, and today we had a number of calls. I was in meetings early this morning, so I couldn't take the calls. So I'll return those calls, and that's it for the pension, because I didn't plan to go into so much of work in terms of the pension situation, but I'll let you know that I will get the further information to present here so you can know who to contact for that. But those who contacted me early, I will send out letters. I will try to speak to my minister colleague and see if I can get him to remedy your situation as soon as possible. Yeah, I put aside party politics and I deal with my people as is. Who is in government, that's the people I deal with in terms of getting things done. So we'll be working on that. TNT, I have to talk about this. There's a next home invasion this morning. There was the next one yesterday. Yesterday was 6 men. The one this morning with 4 men. What's going on? I thought after them first here, how the 8 who went in the house, 4 get killed, 2 lock up, and 2 on the run. Then I said, nah, boy, we done that thing, boy. No. Sorry. It's home invasion after home invasion after home invasion. Another one again today. This morning, and Tapa lady, and we're under state of emergency. It's as though they don't care. People flaming, they're doing heinous acts. What's going on? What really going on? Put aside the politics and let me fix the country. It's too much home invasion, mass home invasion, terror. 6 men stormed Sawa home. See if there's a new one, director, a new one. That was yesterday. And next one now with 4 men. Tab the woman. Listen, man, it's just too much. People, we need to be our brother's keeper. We need to be our neighbor's keeper. It's just home invasion after home invasion after home invasion. And this country is so beautiful, so nice, as the case may be. But at the end of the day, so we have to do what we have to do, right? We have to do what we have to do, right? Please, police, please, government, please, fellas who are doing home invasion, please stop it now, man. Stop it now, man. Let people feel comfortable in their home now. Please, stop it now, man. Yeah. So, all about now, let me just say this to you. Big Mike coming on just now with some fantastic information for you. You can't go wrong. But I want to tell you, I want to give you some information about Trinidad and Tobago, the country I love so much. And somebody will be asked, is this a real place? Have we defined logic in some cases? I want to put this for you. I want you to watch this. I present it now as a news item, so you can listen it, watch it, and enjoy it. But understand, this is the country you live in, Trinidad and Tobago. Real information. Join me at 6 o'clock on I-95.5 for the program, yes, The Voice of the People. At 6 p.m. this evening, The Voice of the People. Join me on I-95.5. Remember, live to love to live. Let the rest of your life be the best of your life. Now, this is real information about Trinidad and Tobago. I want you to rock back, enjoy, and listen to and learn about your country, some things you might have never known. Now is presented for you. TNT, I love you all. I love my country. Bring it on, director.
This country breaks rules that geography itself follows. A place where hurricanes almost never land, even though they should. Where the ground looks solid, but is actually a lake you can walk on. And somehow, most people have never heard of it. This is Trinidad and Tobago. And these are 40 facts that sound completely impossible. Fact 1. Here's something that shouldn't exist. There is a lake in Trinidad made entirely of natural asphalt. It stretches across more than 100 acres, roughly 90 football fields. In some places, it descends over 250 feet straight down. This is Pitch Lake, and it is alive. It slowly churns, replenishes, and moves. It is the largest natural asphalt deposit on Earth. Fact 2. Imagine walking across a surface that's technically liquid. That's exactly what you do at Pitch Lake. The asphalt is thick enough to support a person, most of the time. But stray into the wrong spot and you begin to slowly sink. Explorers have disappeared into it. Mastodon teeth and giant sloth fossils have been churned back up. Fact 3. Every major city on the U.S. East Coast has a piece of Trinidad in it. The streets of New York City, Washington, D.C., and parts of London were originally paved with asphalt dug from Pitch Lake. Walter Raleigh discovered it in 1595 during his search for El Dorado. He used the tar to repair his ships and sailed away amazed. Trinidad's geology was literally building the modern world. Fact 4. What if I told you Trinidad is not technically a Caribbean island? Geologically, it is a fragment of South America. Around 10,000 years ago, rising sea levels at the end of the last ice age severed the island from Venezuela's mainland. The gap is just 11 kilometers, less than 7 miles. That's why Trinidad has howler monkeys, ocelots, and anteaters. No other Caribbean island has those animals, because no other Caribbean island was South America. Fact 5. Here's something that shouldn't exist on a Caribbean island. Trinidad has active mud volcanoes, not lava, thick, cool mud erupting from underground gas pressure. The most famous is the Devil's Woodyard. Early settlers heard rumbling and gurgling from the earth. They assumed the devil lived beneath it. They weren't entirely wrong. Fact 6. Tobago changed colonial hands 31 times. 31. France, England, Holland, and even Courland all fought over this small island. At just 116 square miles, Tobago was considered one of the most strategically valuable territories in the entire Caribbean. Every empire in Europe wanted it. Most of them lost it. Fact 7. Every single evening, something extraordinary happens in the Caroni Swamp. Thousands of scarlet ibis, brilliant crimson birds, return from feeding across Venezuela. They cross the Gulf of Paria in mass formations and descend into the mangroves like a living fire. The sky literally turns red. About 15,000 of them roost here at peak season. It is one of the most visually stunning wildlife spectacles in the Western Hemisphere. Fact 8. Robinson Crusoe is set on a fictional island, but for centuries, that fictional island has had a real address. Tobago's isolated terrain, history of shipwrecks, and dense, inaccessible forests make it the near-unanimous candidate for Robinson Crusoe's setting. Locals embraced it. The island is still called Robinson Crusoe Island in tourism literature. Treasure Island is also believed by many to be inspired by Tobago. One small island, two immortal adventure stories. Fact 9. Tobago has a forest that is 250 years old, not in age, but in legal protection. The Main Ridge Forest Reserve was established in 1776. That makes it the oldest legally protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. It was protected before the United States was even a country. before the first national park on Earth existed. A tiny Caribbean island beat the entire planet to conservation. Fact 10. Trinidad and Tobago sits squarely inside the Atlantic hurricane corridor. It is geographically surrounded by countries that get devastated every season. But Trinidad and Tobago is almost never struck. The islands sit too far south, just above 10 degrees north latitude. The atmospheric conditions that spin hurricanes into monsters rarely form this close to the equator. The country essentially sits in a geographic blind spot that saves it year after year. But that was just the beginning. Fact 11. Every spring, something ancient crawls out of the Atlantic onto Trinidad's beaches. Leatherback sea turtles, the largest reptiles on Earth, haul themselves ashore to nest. A single leatherback can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Up to 10,000 of them use Trinidad's northern and eastern coasts each nesting season. In 2015, Time magazine named Trinidad the finest place on Earth to witness leatherback nesting. These animals have existed for 100 million years. They return here because they were born here. Fact 12. There is a natural swimming pool in the middle of the ocean off Tobago's coast. It's called the Nylon Pool. An offshore sandbar creates a sheltered lagoon only 1 meter deep. Crystal clear, warm, and sandy, it sits surrounded by open Caribbean Sea. You swim where there is no land beneath you for miles. Local legend says swimming in the Nylon Pool makes you forever young. Fact 13. Every single musical instrument invented in the 20th century can be traced back to one source: the steel pan drum. Invented in Trinidad in the 1930s by communities in Port of Spain, when British colonial authorities banned traditional African drums, musicians found a workaround. They began tuning discarded oil drums, bending the metal surface into notes. The steel pan is the only acoustic instrument invented in the last 100 years. Fact 14. Imagine a lake bigger than the ocean in your mind. The Nariva Swamp is Trinidad's largest freshwater wetland. 60 square kilometers of flooded forest, open marsh, and river delta. Inside it, anacondas, caimans, manatees, scarlet macaws, and boa constrictors. This isn't a zoo. This is an untamed interior wilderness on a Caribbean island. The swamp is protected under the Ramsar Convention, a global treaty for critical wetlands. It is a piece of the Amazon, stranded in the Caribbean. Fact 15. Here's something that shouldn't be possible on a small island. Trinidad has over 470 recorded bird species. That is more than most entire countries in the Caribbean combined. The reason goes back to fact 4. Trinidad was South America. Its birds, its mammals, its insects all evolved on a continent. The sea walls it off from the mainland, but the biodiversity is still continental. Fact 16. Every year, scientists swim deep off Tobago's coast to visit a giant. At Kelliston Drain, near Little Tobago Island, sits the world's largest single-brain coral colony. It stands over 10 feet tall and measures 16 feet across. Brain coral grows roughly 1 centimeter per year. This colony is estimated to be over 1,000 years old. It was a living organism before Columbus ever sailed. Fact 17. Trinidad and Tobago has one of the smallest land areas of any oil-producing nation on Earth. Yet, it has been the largest supplier of liquefied natural gas to North America. The gas fields sit largely offshore, beneath the ocean floor. A country of 1.4 million people powers the heating and electricity of tens of millions across the continent. Its energy output per square kilometer rivals nations 20 times its size. The geology of a ripped-off piece of South America keeps on giving. Fact 18. Every 7 years, on average, something catastrophic erupts in the town of Piparo. A mud volcano beneath the settlement swells, cracks, and explodes upward. The 1997 eruption buried homes and vehicles in gray slurry overnight. Residents who had lived there for decades were displaced in hours. The government studies it. Scientists monitor it. People still live there, because where else do you go? Fact 19. There is a place in Trinidad where you can bathe in a volcano and walk to the ocean. The Lo Michel Mud Volcano sits deep in southern Trinidad, reachable only through an abandoned sugarcane plantation. The mud is volcanic in origin, but completely cool to the touch. It is so dense you cannot sink. You simply float on top. After your mineral bath, a 20-minute hike brings you to the coastline. You wash off in the Atlantic Ocean. The volcano and the ocean share the same address. Fact 20. Mini climax. Stop. Take this in. Trinidad's Pitch Lake has been churning for thousands of years. As it slowly turns over its vast black mass, it has surfaced the bones of animals that have been extinct for millennia. Mastodon teeth, giant sloth remains, Amerindian burial artifacts. The lake acts like a time capsule, devouring objects from the surface, preserving them in its airless depths, then returning them centuries later. Scientists have found microbes living deep inside the asphalt with no oxygen and no sunlight. They are among the most extreme life forms discovered in the Western Hemisphere. A lake of boiling tar, a geological freezer, a biological mystery, all in one place. Fact 21. Here's something that shouldn't exist in a Caribbean nation. Trinidad has wild ocelots, and howler monkeys, and giant anteaters. These are animals of the Amazon basin and the Venezuelan rainforest. They exist on Trinidad because when the island separated from South America, they came with it. A 1,864 square mile island holds the biodiversity of a continental rainforest. Fact 22. The oil bird is one of the strangest creatures alive. It navigates in complete darkness using echolocation, like a bat, but it is a bird. It feeds exclusively on the oily fruits of palm trees. Indigenous peoples once harvested its fat chicks by the thousands to use as lamp fuel. One of the most accessible wild oil bird colonies on Earth is in Dunstan Cave. A Caribbean island hosts one of the world's most scientifically bizarre birds. Fact 23. Tobago's ocean floor holds some of the most dramatic underwater terrain in the Atlantic Ocean. Rock pillars rise from the seafloor like drowned skyscrapers. Over 300 coral species have been cataloged here. Staghorn, black coral, fire coral, and tube sponges the size of cars. Manta rays glide through channels between underwater cliffs. The Caribbean-Atlantic boundary runs directly past the island, creating powerful converging currents. Those currents feed a reef system that rivals the Great Barrier Reef in biological complexity per square meter. Fact 24. What if I told you there's a freshwater swamp inside Trinidad that harbors wild manatees? The Nariva Swamp hosts one of the rarest manatee populations in the Caribbean. West Indian manatees, gentle, slow, critically threatened, move through its flooded channels. They share the water with anacondas and caimans and scarlet macaws overhead. A single freshwater marsh on a Caribbean island contains animals you would expect to find in the Pantanal, because again, Trinidad was the Pantanal's neighbor. Fact 25. Every year between March and October, Grande Riviere Beach in northern Trinidad transforms. Hundreds of female leatherback sea turtles emerge simultaneously at night. Some nights, the beach is so crowded with nesting turtles, there is almost no sand visible. Each turtle digs her nest with her rear flippers, deposits up to 80 eggs, then returns to the sea. The hatchlings emerge weeks later, confused by light and disoriented. Community volunteers guide them by hand to the water. Without them, most would die before they reached the ocean. Fact 26. The steel pan was invented in Trinidad's most marginalized neighborhoods. Its creators were black Trinidadians who had been stripped of their drums under British colonial law. They transformed oil industry waste, discarded barrels, into an orchestra. Within 2 generations, this underground street instrument became Trinidad's national symbol. Today, steel bands perform classical symphonies, jazz, and film scores on instruments born in a garbage dump. The world's only 20th century acoustic instrument came from the people who had nothing.
Fact 27. Here's something that seems impossible for a small island nation. In 2014, Trinidad and Tobago was the third highest COTWO emitting country per capita on Earth. Third highest in the world, after Qatar and Curacao, a country of 1.4 million people. The reason? An energy economy almost entirely built on oil refining and natural gas processing. The same geology that makes it wealthy is the same geology slowly warming the ocean around it.
Fact 28. There are bacteria living inside Pitch Lake that should not exist. In 2010, a team of international scientists analyzed microbial samples from deep within the asphalt. They found living organisms thriving in an environment with almost no water, no oxygen, and no light. Conditions similar to what might exist on the moons of Jupiter, specifically Europa and Titan. These microbes became a reference point for astrobiology. The lake in southwest Trinidad is now part of the scientific conversation about life in outer space.
Fact 29. Tobago's forest is not just the oldest protected forest in the Western Hemisphere.
It was protected for a deliberate, radical reason. In 1776, colonial authorities recognized that the island's rainfall and fresh water depended on the forest. They protected it not for beauty, but because they understood the hydrological link between trees and water. That insight, that cutting a forest changes a water cycle, was written into colonial law 250 years ago. Modern climatology arrived at the same conclusion 2 centuries later.
Fact 30. Second escalation spike.
Consider this sequence. Trinidad breaks off South America 10,000 years ago. It takes its South American wildlife with it. Ocelots, anteaters, howler monkeys, anacondas, manatees. It carries South American geology, oil fields, gas reserves, mud volcanoes, asphalt lakes. A Caribbean island carrying a continent's worth of secrets. For thousands of years, its Amerindian people leave behind pottery in the style of Orinoco Valley. The Cedros Peninsula holds burial sites 7,000 years old, the oldest settled territory in the entire Caribbean. The first Caribbean civilization began on an island that was still part of another continent when they arrived.
The strangest part hasn't happened yet. Fact 31. Here's something that defies everything you know about hurricanes and islands.
The Caribbean hurricane season runs from June to November and kills people every year across dozens of islands. But Trinidad and Tobago, perfectly positioned in the Caribbean Sea, is almost completely exempt. Its latitude, barely above 10 degrees north, sits below the zone where Atlantic tropical systems reach full hurricane strength. Only one significant hurricane, Hurricane Flora, has directly struck the islands in recorded modern history. 2 islands in the heart of hurricane country, protected by their own latitude.
Fact 32. The world's largest brain coral is not in Australia.
It is not in the Pacific. It is not in the Florida Keys. It sits at the bottom of the ocean off the coast of Tobago. A 16-foot wide living creature over 1,000 years old. It has survived wars, hurricanes, colonial invasions, and the Industrial Revolution. It continues to grow, 1 centimeter at a time, entirely unaware of everything that has happened above the waterline.
Fact 33. Every single thing built on the roads of early New York City and Washington, D.C. was rolling over Trinidad.
The asphalt extracted from Pitch Lake was shipped by the hundreds of thousands of tons to pave East Coast American cities. The roads of early industrial America were built on the byproduct of a Caribbean island's ancient geology. When you think of the history of U.S. infrastructure, the Model T, early automobiles, the growth of American cities, part of that story happened in La Brea, a mud lake in the Caribbean
helped build the modern world. Fact 34. The Trinidad piping guan, called the pawi locally, exists nowhere else on Earth. Only wild population on the planet, northern Trinidad's rainforests. This bird is critically endangered. If it goes extinct in those forests, it goes extinct everywhere. There is no backup population, no captive colony to save it. The entire global survival of this species rests on one stretch of rainforest, on one island, in one country. Fact 35. In the Nariva swamp, blue and gold macaws were reintroduced in the late 1990s. They had been locally extinct, hunted out and trapped for the peck trade. The Cincinnati Zoo partnered with local conservationists to fly birds back in. A zoo in Ohio brought macaws back to a Caribbean swamp. Today, wild flocks of blue and gold macaws wheel over the flooded forests of Nariva again. It is one of the most successful reintroduction programs in Caribbean conservation history. Fact 36. Here's the real cost of what Pitch Lake has given the world. The lake contains an estimated 10 million tons of asphalt. It has been commercially mined since the 1860s. Millions of tons have been extracted, and yet the lake continues to refill. Geologists believe the asphalt rises from a deep underground reservoir through a fault system. The lake regenerates itself. You cannot empty it. Humanity has been trying for 160 years. Fact 37. Trinidad was the birthplace of the first black Miss Universe. Janelle Commission, a Trinidadian woman, won in 1977. But the story goes deeper than pageantry. Her win came against the backdrop of a country that had only been independent for 15 years. A small island nation, 1.4 million people, producing a global first on the world's largest beauty stage. It was one of the signal moments in post-colonial Caribbean identity, an island once owned by 7 European empires, declaring, through her, that it owned itself now. Fact 38. The Caroni Swamp hides something that most visitors never notice. Spectacled caimans, small crocodilians, hunt silently in its channels after dark. Boa constrictors drape themselves in mangrove branches above the water. What tourists see as a beautiful...
Man, yes, Harvey. Yes, Trinidad. Yes, world. It's good to be here. It's amazing. It's a great opportunity to be on the same platform with a man himself, Mr. Harvey Boris. Yes, people. It's health time again. And one of the things that men are facing is issues with the prostate. You know, BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia. You're talking about swelling in the prostate. And then you're talking about it also to prostatitis, right? This is inflammation, right? What caused by infection that keeps coming back time after time, you know? So you cannot deal with the prostate, and if you don't deal with the colon, you must deal with the colon. The colon is a must. You must deal with the colon to deal with the parasites that created and causing the infection. All right. And then, of course, it can lead also like, okay, you guys hear me? Yeah. All right. And then, of course, you have prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is one of the most common types of cancer, especially among men of African origin. All right. So some of these things it could lead to. It can lead to like prostatitis. In 2023, a lot of men end up with prostate cancer due to prostatitis. Every issue in the human body start with inflammation, an inflammatory response. So we have to deal with inflammation. We have to deal with the root cause, all right? And a lot of men experience frequent urge to urinate. You know, that you find for some reason it seems like they're not emptying properly, so they had to keep running to the washroom. Blood in the urine or even in the semen, all right? Painful, burning urination, A lot of men out there experiencing that. And if you're experiencing that, you need to call this number. You need to call this number now, 288-8301, because you need to come in and do a scan. There's a special scan that we have that you need to come in and do that scan. All right? Come in and do that scan. Difficulty in urinating, difficulty in having an erection. Now, a man rather lose his hand, his foot, but not the boy. No man want to lose that. That's a serious thing. And a lot of men are losing the boy because they fail to deal with the issues that affect the boy. So now you have an opportunity. Call that number right now. So where we can scan you, and check out what is happening with the prostate. We don't have to touch you. You just sit down and we scan the entire system and see what is happening. All right? Too much men ending up with prostate issues. You don't want to be a victim of prostatitis or benign prostatic hyperplasia. Now, you cannot stop the prostate from swelling, but it don't have to be a death sentence. If you could take charge, then you'll be able to deal with it. The body is an amazing thing. Every 6 weeks, you get a new liver. Every 8 weeks, you get a new heart. Every 120 days, you get a new set of blood. Every 8 weeks, you get a new set of kidney. Every 4 weeks, you get a new layer of skin. So the body has that power to renew, to heal itself, if you give it the right information, the right nutrients, and that is what we want to do. So when we check you out to the scan, then we are able to see what's happening and help you to move from zero health to optimum level naturally with natural stuff, natural herbs that will able to get you in the place where you ought to be and not dribbling. Some men are dribbling. You ever probably going to a public washroom and you go in there and you do your thing and and you while you're coming back out, you notice that the same guy or the same guys that or guy that you saw when you were coming in, he's still there. He's still there. But he's battling silently. It's a public battle that is taking place there. And sometimes it's not about age again, because we've seen some young men going through issues like that. We've seen some young men with erectile dysfunction, young men with issues not able to get it up. And that is a crucial thing. That is a thing that need to address from a cellular level. You need to address from a cellular level. You see, and that inability to urinate, and some men go through frequent pain and stiffness in their lower back. So actually the inflammation and all that sort of spread to the back area, the lower back, hips, and even the upper thighs. And you might say, but boy, that is just, maybe just normal. Maybe you work too hard or something like that. Not knowing that inflammation is spreading throughout your lower area there, the hip area there, the thigh area there. So you need to come in at the Big Mike Wellness Center. We await your call right now. Call that number 288-8301. That is 288-8301. For the next 20 callers, you're getting that scan. Man, you are getting that scan just for $300. You are getting a special on that scan for the next 20 callers. If you call that number 288-8301. Man, do not gamble with your prostate. Do not gamble with your health. You don't want to be a victim right now, especially with the crisis that we are facing in the hospitals. No. The nurses and them have to do what they have to do, but you don't want to end up there around this time. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It's just that you don't want to end up there at this time. You need to take charge of your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. And that is why we have a special right now on this scan that will scan your prostate. We can check for prostatitis, check for swelling, see what's happening, and get you from zero health to optimum health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I want to shout out again to the Sipasads and them out in the south area there. I just want to shout them up, big up to them, and they're taking the products and experiencing some great results. All right. So guys, make sure and get this. So when you come and scan and we check you out, then we have a special prostate team, a prostate team that takes action within the system that disperse blood stagnation. Listen, man, even though you may not be feeling anything, now is the time to take action. Disperse blood stagnation, reduce inflammation, and that's what you want to reduce inflammation, clear toxic pus. Yes, sometimes you feel like a dribble even before you urinate in the morning, and you might see a whiteness substance is coming out. That is toxic pus. It's time to call that number 288-8301. Come in and do the scan. The price is unbeatable for the next 20 callers. Call that number right now, 288-8301. And listen, ladies, you may have to make that call because every man is a shutter. And everything is a gas. Ladies, make that call, set up the appointment. All right. So we want to help you to invigorate the blood supply to the prostate area, invigorate the blood, get rid of the waste and the stagnation, and invigorate the blood, regulate the prostate gland function, and that is so important. Promote gland activities. That is what this prostate will do. But you need to come in and do the scan so we can see what is happening. Listen, get rid of the symptoms of dribbling. Get rid of the painful urination, painful testicles, pain in the testicles. That is not a nice feeling. Man, that is not a nice feeling to have pain in your testicles. You don't want to be living like that. You're living like a slave. No. Which it also can lead to kidney problems. The need to take charge. The best way to take charge is to call the Big Mike Wellness Center right now. Call that number 288-8301. That is 288-8301. Yes, people. Yes, people. And because it could lead down the road of a possibility of getting prostate cancer. Man, take charge of your health. That little gland can ruin your life. It's time for you to take charge. Take charge. Let's deal with all the tract infection, all right, and all the different issues that accompany the inflammation and prostatitis. Man, take charge. The number to call is 288-8301. That is 288-8301. Your health is your greatest wealth. I'm telling you, after God is your health, because if you don't have health, you don't have wealth. Listen, prostatitis and benign prostatic hyperplasia. It ain't business whether you have money or you don't have money. You need to take charge of your health. Now is an opportunity, a golden opportunity where you can pick up that phone and make that call. Make that call. 288-8301. So the next 20 callers are getting it for the $300. Pick up the phone, make that call. Listen, this is your opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to take charge of your prostate. Don't chance it. Don't say, well, let us check every year. Yes, you are checking every year, but within the year, what are you doing? What are you doing to deal with the stagnation, to deal with the pus? What are you doing to deal with the acute prostate gland infection? What are you doing? Now it's time to get real. Now it's time to take action. This is the opportunity that you need right now. It's a golden opportunity. Listen, this is the best yet opportunity you could ever have to take care of your prostate. You want to be around for your grand. You want to be around for your children. You want to be around so that because the people that love you so much, will have you around. And listen, when disease and sickness hit, it don't just affect us. It affects everybody in the home. People that care for you, people that love you. Yes, if you're concerned about them, if you're not concerned about you, then you should be concerned about them. Take charge of your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the number 288-8301. That is 288-8301. Man, protect your prostate, not with drugs. Protect your prostate naturally. Yes, you have an opportunity here to make it right. You have an opportunity here to change your destiny. Don't be a victim of prostatitis. Don't be a victim of BPH. Don't be a victim of prostate cancer. Too many people have died already. Now it's time to take action. Don't create the stage for these different issues. Don't create that stage. Time to clean up. Time to get rid of the waste. Time to take charge of your health. The only how you can do that right now. You have tried the rest. Time to try the best. This is the Big Mike. Yes, people. Again, call that number 288-8301. Love you guys. Don't forget, call the number 288-8301. This is the Big Mike signing out. Boom. Love you guys. All right, Avi. Don't forget, guys, call that number 288-8301. Your life may be dependent on it. Don't wait for an ambulance to come for you. Time to take charge of your health. Call that number 288-8301. All right, guys, take care. Have a blessed evening. God love you. I love you. And that is what is so important. The love. Let's keep the love alive. Keep spreading the love. Let's help each other. Better each other's lives. And this is the way you can do it by calling that number. You are making a difference in your life and make a difference in somebody else's life. All right? So people, again, I'm out of here. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Looking for that perfect accommodation? Well, come to Caribbean Tourist Villa, located at number 7 Methuen Street, Port of Spain. All our rooms are equipped with AC, internet, and access to our lovely pool. Whether you're looking for a personal getaway or family accommodations, Caribbean Tourist Villa is exactly the place to be. Enjoy the ambience of staycation, luxurious rooms, and a well-trained staff. Call us now at 623-9164, 797-2858, or contact us at CaribbeanTouristVilla@gmail.com. Caribbean Tourist Villa, where your magical moments begin.
Welcome to the Big Mike Wellness Center, where your health and wellness is our top priority. We offer services that give you an in-depth understanding of exactly what your body may be going through. Our specialists are dedicated to guide you step by step on your journey to proper health. You can book an appointment via the link in our Instagram bio at bigmike.wellnesscenter or call or WhatsApp us at 346-2612 or 288-8301.
Looking for the perfect place to call home? Discover Hermosa Vista, East Trinidad's newest luxury townhouse development. Developed by Eastern Credit Union and meticulously managed by EPL Properties Limited, this remarkable new commercial and residential community, located along San Pedro Trace in Valencia, offers the perfect blend of convenience and style. Don't miss out on owning your dream home. Visit EPLPropertiesLimited.com or call 225-4375 extension 5324 or 5321 today. Hermosa Vista, where luxury meets convenience.
Welcome to Alicia's Palace, your gateway to relaxation, adventure, and excitement. Nestled in the picturesque Lady Chancellor Hills overlooking Port of Spain, we cater to both tourists and locals seeking an unforgettable staycation experience. Our rooms are designed to provide the utmost comfort, ensuring you have a restful and rejuvenating stay. Pamper yourself in our jacuzzi room or enjoy fun-filled moments in our 2 outdoor pools. You can unwind in our bar and lounge or embark on thrilling island tours and experiences. Planning a wedding or special function, our 300-capacity event facility is the ideal choice to create lasting memories with your loved ones. You can also choose from exciting packages like single-day and overnight packages with your special someone. To book your tropical escape, call us at 624-8553 or WhatsApp 3173843. You can also email us at info@aliciaspalace.com or visit our website at aliciaspalace.com for more details.
Do you suffer from diabetes or high blood pressure, or just in need of a general checkup? Look no further. Visit Batson & Associates Limited, your holistic health experts, for your personalized program of solutions with a range of premium products and services tailored to suit your needs. Come and experience transformative healing with our team of specialists in natural and integrative medicine. Visit us or give us a call today at 222-8261 or 314-9975 and begin your journey to optimal health. And remember, if you think health is expensive, try sickness.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call.